to be false. Just look at Jameis Winston. Woman had multiple semen in her persons and or her underwear, and they don't talk about that. They keep her name out of it. They don't mention the fact that she was with multiple people that day. They don't mention the fact that multiple people said she was upset because he was just basically something to do, and he was going on about his business, and that's what she was upset about. It was a money grab. But that's not the image given. That they still try to mention that when it comes to Mr. Winston. Now take this and put it in comparison to Brock Turner, a case that happened in 2015 that we knew absolutely nothing about. As soon as this happened, they made sure they got this in the damn news, right? We know all about this, but they're not giving out the details and whatnot as far as people saying that she was merely upset because of a money thing. So you have that, and you have multiple people saying that was the case. Bomani gets on the air, and he gets on there and says, now, first of all, he's in the club. And he's in there, and the stripper they go in the back room, and it's supposed to be $1,400. Now, he said, allegedly, he goes in there, and the stripper comes out immediately and only gets $800. And people are saying that she was upset about the money. But what I'm saying is, how do they know? How do you know what happened in that back room? If it was a back room and it was a private room, I guess it would be private. So how would you know what happened? And then they're saying that she didn't report it to a boss or to a manager. When those managers see players coming in, they see money. Why would she tell her manager? I understand they're not doing that. So what I'm saying is, I really don't know what happened. Can we use our common sense here? Basically, dude, what he did was even though everything pointed that it was not a sexual assault, that it was simply someone upset about money she thought she was going to get, and she ended up getting a different amount. He took all that and speculated all the way to call him a rapist. Or to cast doubt and say we don't know what happened. If we're adults and we use our common sense, we have to look at this through grown-up eyes, and if we use grown-up eyes, then maybe something happened. That's basically what he was suggesting. There was absolutely no reason to reach and go that far. Especially when this Brock Turner thing kind of glossed over. You should still be talking about that right now. Why are you on Aguilar on an accusation that has already on an accusation that has already fallen through the ground? It already has holes in it. Already has cracks in it. This accusation has already fallen apart via multiple witnesses. And you're going out of your way to say all the witnesses aren't credible? And the woman didn't tell the manager because you wouldn't do that? It's understandable. Where are you getting this from? They told Bomani, ninja, you being way too militant. Bend your ass over. Bomani, bend over, sluggo. Spread eagle. Face down. Holding his ankles. Face probably buried in the pillow. He probably didn't want to watch it. But I'm saying, dude, there was no excuse, man. He kept reaching. I was disgusted. I hit the button. I killed it. I said, okay, let me go back. Maybe he'll turn this around. Because he has a tendency to turn things around sometimes. He'll flip it. No, dude, he was on it. They didn't go after Brock Turner that hard. And we know what happened. They should still be talking about Brock Turner right now. They talked about Greg Hardy for at least 2-3 weeks straight. This happened in 2015, and we just now found out he got a light sentence, and they're trying to fill you up with Aguilar on an accusation at a damn strip club. That quick after they did that, they'll turn right back around and give you this half-ass effort on Brock Turner, but go all out on the accusation on the ninja. They don't even give a damn. They ain't even trying to play it off. This is an accusation in the strip club. That shit didn't float a year. Think about that. It happened. We knew about it. How did that Brock Turner shit happen and we didn't know till the next damn year around sentencing time? Purposely done. And if that's the case, you got to consider the source. Yeah, man, but Bomani, Sluggo, wide open, dude. He got spread eagle on me, man. He went straight spread eagle. Couldn't believe it, man. He went straight spread eagle. So, somebody like Bomani, I mean, he at least does a decent job of, keeping it real most of the time that I saw. Everybody has their moments. But he at least did what I considered to be a half decent job. But there's absolutely no excuse for what I heard, man. Absolutely no excuse for what I heard. No excuse. There was just no way to justify it, man. I don't even know how else to put it. There was just no way to justify what he said and what he did in that situation. He went out his way to reach and speculate. Now, how do we know what happened in the back room? They were in the back room with the stripper, and it was a private room, so I believe it was private. If it was private, you weren't back there. If you weren't back there, you can't say what happened. I'm like, damn, dude, that's a hell of a reach. Why are you doing that? Why are you going out of your way to find something here where there's nothing here? Why are you digging? Why are you trying to distract us from that Brock Turner shit that y'all should still be on? If you on Greg Hardy, why are you not on Brock Turner? All I'm saying is, man, I don't get why there's no credibility there, man. Just on that alone, there's no credibility. On top of all the things they've done in the past, the present, as they still go on with stupid shit like this damn OJ story, which is going to be the next thing I get into. But, man, I was so damn disappointed in Bomani, man. Really didn't have a lot on that. I just wanted to bring it up, but I couldn't believe. Nelson Aguilar, thank you, Cuzzo. Cuzzo let me know that was Nelson Aguilar. Before I go any further, we got Denise in the chat. What's going on, Denise? Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. Hold on, Denise Milk and Cookies. I'm sorry, I didn't read the quotation marks. I didn't read your whole name. My bad. Yeah, Bomani, cuz it's Bomani. Slug on that bad DJ saying, no, not Bomani. Gary said Bomani got to keep his job. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and I'm sure that's what it is. All right, let's read a little chat on this subject before we jump to the next one so I don't get off on another rant, get away from the chat, read it later, and don't know what it's about. The chat was about. So from that bad DJ, got to use common sense. It's just like the Bill Cosby thing. So if a woman knows who you are and is willing to go into any room or to your house, she is down to fuck. Pretty much. You got one of the you got to think about when Bill Cosby came up. You got one of the very few black people that are famous and have bread like that. He's promising somebody a role or promising them a job or something, and you really think he can't get none? Hell, if he told them they wanted a pill, they'd probably pop it. And it's just weird to me that all that speculative evidence can come out and we'll jump all over Bill, but Jared slid right by at the very same time. And the only response I got, and I know I'm being repetitive, but it is that egregious. The only response I got was the face man for Subway who had a children's foundation. Let me say that again. Who had a kids foundation that the pedophile who originally got caught was running. His best friend, who was a big supreme pedophile, was running it along with Jared, pitchman for Subway, national chain. But that shit ain't important. Child molester, pedophile, little girls, that's not important. But accusations about Bill are. I get that they do it, but I don't get was ninjas went for it hook, line, and sinker. Probably at least 75 to 25% if we're going for and against. Easily that much. It can't be that easy, man. If it is, we don't got a shot, man. Just live your life the best you can and get what you can get. Because you'll waste your damn time trying to straighten out somebody that can't even... If you're that easily fooled, man, something that simple, you know what I'm saying? These jokers are wickedly brilliant. You're not going to be able to get over when it really gets rough. When things get rough, they're going to be a hell of a lot more tricks than that. If you can't see through something that simple, you can cancel Christmas. From Gary G. Money Joyner. Bomani effed up. But when you work for Disney, you need to bend there will or else lose your cash flow that you're accustomed to. Gary, you're killing me, man. You made me sound extremely illiterate there. Let me see if I can clean up your chat. From Gary G. Money Joyner. Bomani effed up. But when you work for Disney, you need to bend or they will lose your job and that cash flow that you're accustomed to. And there's no doubt about that. I mean, you know what it is all of a sudden. Excuse me. You know what it is at the end of the day. They told him, there's no reason when for a whole year we didn't hear about Brock Turner. But when this comes out, not only do you talk about it, you keep it on the forefront. You make sure that you keep this on the news. Make sure you keep his name out there. Make sure you do it. And again, what I said before, if they do that, that means they purposely didn't talk about Brock Turner. Why are they credible? Why do you listen to them and then repeat what they tell you? Why do you not think about the shows they choose to show you? Like this fucking OJ story. You got to consider, man, you got to consider the source and why they're showing it to you. They got to have an agenda. How many times they got to show you, man? They just putting it right in your face. Brock Turner, a whole year, they ain't say shit. Not only they talking about Aguilar, they got the one ninja that might keep it real every now and again on there saying he damn going out his way to speculate that it's not over or it's not clean and cut. or that every witness is saying he didn't do nothing is not credible. And we need to use our common sense, and our common sense tells us something happened. Quote unquote, not really a quote. What's the word? I'm paraphrasing. But I mean, really, dude, to do that, when I didn't hear your ass talk about Brock Turner for a year, and I hadn't been listening to him that long, maybe he did, but I doubt it. Not like that. From that bad DJ. Not saying that's what the men are thinking and force themselves on them. The men are either paying them to have sex with them or they fuck for free. Now with Cosby, everyone was taking drugs back then. And with Aguilar, if he is paying the chick in a private room to fuck and she don't get the full amount, that means she was going to have sex with him for money. Well, yeah, and that's my thing. And I have from and you know what, cuz, thanks for saying that. Thanks for saying that. That's the other thing Bomani did. He reached again and he said, damn, how did he say it? Because it was just too much. He had already went too far. And then he said, okay, so she went in the room and came right out. So why'd he give $800? Come on, we got to use our common sense here. I mean, basically saying something happened. I mean, you know what? I just don't get in this situation why you reach like that and say something happened. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Not when I look at other situations, the Roethlisbergers, Brock Turners of the world, hell, the Brett Favres of the world being accused of harassing the Jets trainer, the female trainer. They kind of looked like his wife, who was going through cancer at the time. See what I'm saying? They could have destroyed Brett. Did they? No. They go after who they want to, so it pisses me off every time ninjas listen to them and go after them with them. Don't you get they only fuck with the people they want? And most of the people they damn want to fuck with look like your ass. But I mean, go ahead and follow suit. Do your thing. That bad DJ say, how was that rape all of a sudden? I mean, he's just going out his way to say that something happened. You know what I'm saying? It's a real dickhead move. You know what I'm saying? It's a, hey, boss, I'm with you move. You know what I'm saying? It's a keep your job move. You know what I'm saying? But hell, if you work, I've always said if you work for that place, though, you're going to bend over. They're going to have you bend over. He does a pretty slick job of getting away with it, I guess. But, you know what I'm saying? That was bullshit. What I heard him do today was some bullshit. From Gary G. Money Joyner. Raven Simone is a pro-LGBTQ and anti-black and shit. That might be a bit much. And anti-blackism. Damn, Gary. Okay, let me get the full gist of this chat. Raven Simone is a pro-LGBTQ and anti-blackism. Yeah, anytime you say it doesn't matter or you don't identify yourself as black, yeah, your ass is confused. The more of us feel that way, man, you can cancel Christmas. I promise you that. From my man Sluggo. Damn, it just goes to show when them immoral people are cutting your check and it is essentially the reason you're able to feed your family, that it's only a matter of time until they get you in line with their narrative. Yes, sir, Sluggo. Yes, sir. And Bomani had to get his ass in line. He'd always say a little something here and there, man, but he'd be kind of slick about it. But in this situation, he went above and beyond the call of duty. Above and beyond. I was very disappointed. I'm sure he doesn't give a damn. I'm sure he doesn't even know about this show, myself, or my name. But it's very disappointing to see him do that, man. That was somebody you can probably still listen to him and get a kick out of some of his takes. But I mean, you know, he has to push that for the network agenda. That's who he works for. But there was absolutely some of those things, I mean, are opinionated. You can say that, you know, hey, that's somebody's opinion, not a big deal. You can't say this and that, how they should feel about it. But the things he did today, reaching on this case, going out his way to speculate that something might have happened, especially in lieu of the way they just kind of glossed over Brock Turner. And I'm not saying he did, but this story was out here for a lot longer. Somebody buried it. So, I mean, that was not a matter of opinion. It was inexcusable. So, very disappointed in Mr. Jones today. Here's what it is, though. Hey, from that bad DJ. Hey, cuz, I watched that OJ doc Saturday night. It was good. It wasn't about OJ. It was about his life and the LAPD back in his time. And how OJ Simpson was always dancing for the white man, pretty much. He went out his way to separate himself from his own race. I'm not black, I'm OJ. Yeah, man, again, cuz they doing that for a reason, dude. He's coming up for parole this year. That shit just say, yeah, fuck OJ. That's what make black people say, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. You know, because white people already don't like him. This is all done purposely, man. I know that story. This is like the third fucking time they done showed it. And that's part of what I'm talking about. I lived through that shit. I don't need to see that bullshit documentary because all they're going to do is add in little extra shit like that just to paint a certain image.